How's it going today, Jera Bears? I'm Jera Sky. If you're new here, don't forget to take a look around. Yeah! And subscribe before you leave. Today we are going to be talking about minimalism and energy management. Alright, you're here. You're wondering how is Jera Sky gonna help me figure out my time? Guess what? Simple. Gonna give you the best tip I can ever give you. Probably never heard it. Maybe you have. Who knows? You are going to start out your day and you're going to make the list of what you had to do today. You'll look at that list. The thing on there that you don't want to do, that you hate, that seems like it's going to be the hardest thing that you want to put off to last, you're going to do that first. That's it. You're going to start with that. Do you know why? Because we're going to leap up that mountain and roll down the hill for the rest of the day. It'll make everything else easier because that way you don't have to spend the entire day dreading it. You'll kick it off. You're like, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. You'll do it, piece of cake, start the next thing. You're like, man, I can crack out my whole to-do list today. I thought I put a lot on here that I wasn't gonna be able to accomplish. But guess what? I can, because I started with the hardest thing, the grossest thing, the thing, the thing that makes me feel that thing. Starting with that thing, okay? This way too, by the end of the day, you're not gonna be craving caffeine to try to force yourself to make through the end of the day. You also don't want to be taking caffeine like in the afternoon, evening, because it's going to make it so hard to sleep. Because the half-life of caffeine is like, it takes forever to actually get out of your system, so it will affect you for days. That's why if you're like detoxing from stuff or you do a water fast or things, you have to stop that days before you go into anything like that because it's still in your system. It lives forever in your system and it's messing with you day to day. Caffeine's like, gotta be careful of that crap. It is a drug. I know, because after years of abusing caffeine, teas, sodas, like refined sugary drinks, all that stuff, you will have adrenal fatigue. I still gotta do that video on how to recover from adrenal fatigue. I know, I'm sorry. It's coming out soon, promise. Have some notes on it, I just haven't finished. And adrenal fatigue is going to ruin you. It's going to make it so hard to do anything. You're gonna be like a walking dead. You're gonna be a freaking zombie in your life. You don't want that. Life doesn't have to be as hard. If you can get off the caffeine, you're gonna have a much easier time. Even if you need a little boost some days, you could take a B12. Take a methylated B12 pill, pop that thing in, you can let it sit on your tongue and absorb in that way. Doesn't matter. Make sure it's methylated so it's easier for your body to process, and that's a more natural way because you're just taking vitamins. You're taking vitamins that's not going to spike your blood sugar. That's what we are trying to avoid. It's just gonna make you crash. So you start out your day, you're like, make this to-do list, you're like, oh, you gear up to do this hard thing. Great, pop a B12, get those vitamins, baby, because most people in the US have a B12 deficiency. It's not just a vegan thing. Me and Brandon both had it, and we ate meat our entire lives. And we found out, had some tests done, like after just first barely becoming vegan, and we were deficient on B12. So pretty much, even if you're eating meat, you're not getting enough B12. It's just a fact. The majority of America has a B12 deficiency. So this way too, if you start with the hardest thing, your day will be easier. You won't have to manage your emotions as much because you'll be kind of coasting, you kind of sailing. It's not going to be like, oh, you power through and I have to make sure I have the energy to do this. I don't want to do this. And then your day becomes longer and longer and longer. You can actually crack out that to-do list a lot quicker because you focused on it. You focused on that hard thing. You got it out there. Done. Oh, these next things are really easy. Now I can do some fun stuff. Piece of cake. Done. Easy. Easy peasy. Don't just do the easiest stuff first. Do that stuff first. You're just making it so you're going to have a hard day. And as you are doing all this stuff, make sure to take some breaks. Make sure you eat. Do not skip eating to do your stuff, okay? If you're super flowing, try not to break your flow, but still eat. Make sure you have some snacks around. Make sure you have food. Don't let your blood sugar drop, okay? Keep yourself fed, all right? Eat more too. If you're eating constantly through the day, your metabolism is gonna be higher. You'll lose weight by eating more. But that being said, all rules are meant to be broken. So, follow yourself, follow how you feel in your body, everything, check in with yourself. This is mostly about how to keep your energy up so you can make it through your days. And if you need a nap, take a nap. There is not enough adults taking naps nowadays. I'll tell you that. I, for one, take a nap all the time. No shame in naps. You know why? Because you get more done. Sometimes you need a little pick-me-up. Sometimes that 20 minutes will make you so much more productive than if you just tried to power through. It can sometimes mess up your sleep, so you gotta be careful not to sleep too long. Do not sleep too long. If you go over like 30 minutes, you're screwed. Be careful. Just be careful with those naps. But those naps are invaluable. How do you think kids do all that growing? They like quadruple in size because they take naps. I couldn't quadruple in size right now. I'd be freaking exhausted. But if you nap, you can. All right, you guys, I hope this video was helpful on energy management. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I felt like it was when I wrote it, and now that I said it out loud, it just seems weird. So give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and put some comments in the comment section below. I'm Jera, and I gotta go.